a week. What a week. What a day to start a week with the first place team. I'm as bewildered as anybody on earth about this development, but it is what it is. Something has changed in the city of Philadelphia, baseball world, where we were on the air last Monday. Look at last Monday. We were on the air. We were lamenting the Philadelphia Phillies because they had lost 2 of 3 to the Pirates. They won the Sunday game, and it was no consolation, really. And all of a sudden, something happened. Now, you can say they play bad teams. I get it. The Mets aren't a bad team, and they just swept their ass out of town. Okay? So the momentum that they gained between this Monday and last Monday is something I can't explain, but I'll accept it. They advertised this team as a team that would score some runs and hit in the clutch. And all of a sudden, the leadership of this team has produced, and it has allowed them to get away with other guys, like also-ran guys in the lineup. And I don't mean to insult these guys, but when you're playing Jankowski and Luke Williams and Torreyes and all those guys, you need your leaders to overcome the fact that these other guys are just okay players. And the Phillies have really done that. I mean, Segura and Harper, who's now firmly in an MVP conversation, and the ace of the staff has put himself in the Cy Young conversation. And just like that, the fortunes of this team have flipped, and the city is now back on board because you had a great crowd this weekend with great festivities, right? It was like the perfect Philly moment this weekend to sweep the Mets, honor the Manny Trio, the Roy Halladay, all the guys coming back, and all of a sudden they're in first place. And I said a long time ago, the Mets are so flimsy that I almost feel sorry for their fans. I don't quite feel sorry, but I almost feel sorry for the fans because that team is just they're like Humpty Dumpty. They just crack like in a million pieces, and I anticipated that. So the only thing left here is to follow the Braves. They are 2 up on the Braves. Now, I went through some scheduling. I went over the next 12 games. In the next 12 games for both the Braves and the Phillies, I expect that at the end of those 12 games, the Braves will be tied with the Phillies. But don't be alarmed, because that's the heavy part. The Phillies wade through this. The Braves only gained 2 games, and after that, it's over. Because you look at the schedules, the Braves schedule heats up a little bit, the Phillies gets easier. I would be shocked now. And I know people go, don't jinx them. I'm telling you what I see based on logic, which is what I normally do. Logically, the Phillies should win this division going away. Going away. Look at the schedule.
What?
Look at the schedule. Look at the next 12 games. You will look at the next 12 games. You will come out with the Braves exactly tied with the Phillies. And we'll go over these game by game. And then the schedule just crumbles for the Phillies, and it's considerably easier. And they have now created a profile where these bad teams, and believe it, I've never seen teams coming down the stretch that are this bad that they're going to be playing. So it's even not like the old days where one of those teams, because they've all given up. All those teams are going to play have all given up. And this was a team, the Phillies, before we saw a team capable of losing to bad teams. This week somehow has made them like the Incredible Hulk. I don't know how it happened, but it has happened. Look at the confidence that this team is playing with. I've seen a lot of teams in this city, right? When a team has a look of confidence, you can't deny it. And that's what they have. It looks like they can't wait to be on a baseball field right now. And Segura launches it in the first inning, and it's on. And this team is energized. And my God, I have never seen anything like where 1 week could transform a baseball team or any team, really. So that's what I see, and I'm just trying to be logical about it. I was the one who said the Phillies would not win a division, and I was way wrong, just like a lot of people were wrong, because I don't think anybody could have seen this coming out party. that they're having. So, Tyrone, you were at the game on Sunday.
Yes.
And you saw an absolute gem of a pitching performance and 3 solo home runs that win the game.
It was unbelievable, and I got to give you credit. See, people say, oh, it's easy. No. In the first inning, you texted me. After the first inning, when he threw that was his first 100-mile-per-hour pitch, by the way, of the season. The elevating fastball that he threw. And you knew right then, you were shocked they would get you said you didn't think the Mets would get another hit. They got one more hit the rest of the whole game.
They got one more hit. He had no-hitter stuff yesterday.
Yes, he really
did. He gave up the
leadoff double.
Nimmo hits the double in a bad spot. It was like a little over the plate. But then the ball just exploded out of his hand. I'm going, oh, my God. This is Wheeler times 2. And the way he's throwing today. And
I was sitting, there were some Mets fans sitting behind me. They were good fans. I felt bad for him after a while because at first Nimmo gets the double, and they didn't realize that was going to be the highlight of the day. And slowly but surely, they're just getting beaten down. Segura hits the home run, and then Harper, he hits another one, and there was over 39,000 people in the building. There was a lot of energy, and it wasn't just the Mets fans were not as plentiful as I thought. I'm guessing it was like 36,000, 35,000 Phillies fans in that joint. It was wild.
Listen,
I can't wait.
It is better to make the playoffs than not, okay? I will readily admit that. I just didn't think this was a team that was capable of making the playoffs. They now look like a lock to win the division. And all these statistics are reflecting it. But you can do it yourself logically and look at the remaining schedule and figure it out for yourself. Now, do they have the pitching staff to win a playoff series? I don't think so because the number 2 guy is so erratic, and you don't know who the number 3 guy is right now. It's probably Kyle Gibson, but I don't know how that's going to work out in a playoff series. But I guess it doesn't matter because I can't get my hopes cranked up to say they're going to win a World Series with this team. But the achievement that they seem capable of is something I never thought could possibly happen with this team. So that in itself would be a pretty joyous ride as you come to the end through September.
Playoff baseball, Red October, for the first time in a decade?
Yeah.
It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, it would be. So we'll talk about I don't know, that what did you see that was a portend for this? Because I don't know, maybe I missed something, but I didn't see anything capable of this. I looked at their defense. I looked at their erratic starting. I looked at their bullpen situation. J.D. Hammer has turned into something, for crying out loud. Like all these guys, these fledgling guys that were never performers in the past have somehow managed to help out. And that's a sign of a decent team, I guess. I don't know, man. You tell me what you saw and how this is possible.